Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So tonight I'm reviewing from Woodmans Cider. This is a fella that it's hand pressed cider all around Nottinghamshire. Yeah, made in the heart of the Vale Beaver. The Vale Beaver is Leicestershire, Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire. It's an area in that, if memory serves me correctly. Hey. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, these things happen. So it says here yew, and yew is obviously a tree. That's what it's named after. And Latin name is Taxus baccata, and that's the standard yew. And then if you want to know the Irish upright golden yew, it's Taxus baccata fastigiata oeo marginata. So there, okay. You come on and you get learnt. You don't get this on other beer channels. Yeah, you don't get Latin names and all that. So anyway, made using heritage apples from across the Vale. It's 7.8%, so it's nice ABV. Batch number 2012. So we'll pour it out. I have no idea the tasting things. I remember him telling me that some of these you can taste with dark cheeses and that. So yeah, the good fellow who does this, he does a lot of markets around the local area, selling his cider and that. And I'm pleased for him. You know, if it's a job that you like doing, then all's good. And obviously it's not mass produced, it's done by hand, so proper decent cider. So slightly hazy, it looks on the camera, and it don't look so hazy on when I'm looking on the phone, but in front of me it looks slightly hazy. A straw coloured pour we'll go with. I'm getting a sweet nose on this. Am I right? Always wonder, you know, if I'm right or wrong. There's like a sweet taste and like a hint of perfume on the taste. Again, you know, I'm no expert. I'm just some bloke who likes a beer and likes to do different reviews and stuff. There is like a you're going to taste like a Parma Violet type of taste to it. That's some of the vibes I'm getting. That type of perfumey Parma Violet type taste. So as you can see, still in full on work gear because obviously it's winter. It's been foggy all day. It's been a miserable day. Frosty as they come. I had to wait till nearly 11 o'clock before I could do some mowing. So we had a load of we had a big wedding event on last weekend. Lots of people parked on one of the lawns, and that's what causes issues because it's not a good time of the year to be parking on grass. Um, so I've gone over it with the mower, basically the roller deck on the mower. What what that does, it kind of flattens the grass down, it puts stripes in, and you know, it didn't really take much grass off. There wasn't little to no grass taken off, but it makes it more presentable. Albeit now I need to get some grass seed. So obviously the growing season's coming up, and going to be interesting to see how that pans out. Um, I'm hoping to expand my seeds. Expand my seeds sounds wrong, but expand my growing across 3 different sites, i.e., the Newark site, the Cockcliffe site, the Arnold site, and also at home in my greenhouse. so that I'm growing literally as much as I can. And there's a thing where, you know, you see what works, what doesn't work. Some things do work, some things don't work. Last year, pumpkins and butternut worked really well. Um, and I didn't even grow them from seed. Neighbours did, and the chef did. So this year, I'm going to try and grow, and try and grow as much as I can, because whatever we can, wherever we can win, is good. You know, winning is key. And you think about your when you think about winning in any job, it's I'm trying to hit it from as many angles and keep throwing stuff at the wall and see if it sticks, and then keep going like that. So really enjoyable. Not really getting the ABV, gotta be honest, but a lovely, clean, crisp cider. Like I say, the good fellow who runs Woodmans Cider is a lovely bloke, and he does things like cider tasting courses. I'm sure he does. So there you go. You know, if you live in the local East Midlands area, or even slightly further afield, it's worth the trek. And check his website out. And you know, if you're a cider fan and want to know what to pair certain ciders with, trust me, the man who runs the company is extremely knowledgeable, and you can pair cider with food just like you can beers, wines. So in that respect, um, you know, it's very interesting. It's and obviously, like from a beer point of view, and a wine and spirits, see how things are made, and it's all really really interesting going forward. Oh, and it's not warm in here tonight. I'm really feeling the cold. I think next review is going to be an house review. Get a couple of stouts off the side in the kitchen and drink a couple of stouts. Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing. Wife's got a busy weekend doing cakes, so I've got a bit of a free pass this weekend to do what I like. Although we're decorating, and my son's bedroom's a tip, our bedroom's a bit of a tip. I've got an issue putting some new central heating in last year, and I've got a blooming issue. It seems every chuffing leak has been found on the radiators. I think the pressure is too powerful, and I've got to go around and make sure that where I've moved radiators using plastic connections, just and you know plastic and whatnot, just to give everything a quick tighten up, just to make sure it's all key again. And hopefully I don't knack a road up by doing that. Always good fun. So yeah, it's good to support local. Well, it's good to support all your cider makers. I mean, you obviously got the likes of Strongbow and that, but these are the people that are making proper and pressed cider using apples all around the country. We're quite fortunate in Nottingham because we've got Woodmans cider, we've got Torquard, we've got Blue Barrel, yeah, Blue Barrel, and there are others. Snenton Cider Company. Well, I nearly forgot. I do apologise. Nearly forgot you. And yeah, it's good to see. And what I do like is the likes of Snenton Cider Company. They've got their own little allotment, and they're growing their own apples on there. And I think that is amazing. you know, with any of these cider makers, to growing your own apples, as well as, you know, like foraging for them from local trees that have, you know, not been harvested. And I think it's a great thing, you know, more the better. And the garden next to Callum at, Newark, at the end of this year, I've pruned the apple trees back a bit. But at the end of this year, when it comes to harvesting, if they don't want the apples this time, I'm going to say to them, look, I know somebody who collects apples, and get them, you know, get it sorted. And this is the thing, no apples should go to waste. So if you're watching this and you've got an apple tree in your garden and you live locally to the East Midlands, or you live anywhere in the country, don't let the apples and pears go to waste. Get in touch with somebody who's a local cider maker. They may drop you a couple of bottles off for free, you know, at the end of it. But if they come, collect all them apples out your garden, they're not going to waste. It's great for the environment. You're helping a local business person out. This is the way, you know, as a country, we all need to go. Wasting good apples and not using them is sacrilege. Albeit last year, it was quite a funny year. The year before, we had a good 200 pears on my little pear tree. And I must actually get in touch. And actually, if I have a good bumpy year this year, I must get in touch with Mr. Woodmans Cider and see if he's doing pears. And I don't know how many pears you need to make a, you know, I don't know, you know, it's not something, I don't know how much you get out of a pear, you know, the juice and all that sort of thing. But it, you know, how much you actually need. But it'd be an interesting thing to make some Wraggys pear cider. Would it? Just say Wraggys Perry. Yeah. Now that'd be something. Still getting that like perfumed taste to it. It's a lovely cider. 7.8% first drink of the day. Someone did comment yesterday. I'm 95% sure you're an alcoholic, and and I'm 95% sure that I'm not. I do like a drink, you know. That's obvious by the amount of beer reviews I do. I have actually calmed things down quite substantially. But I wouldn't call myself a light drinker. But then again, I wouldn't call myself a massively heavy drinker. I know a lot of people, I've got them on my Facebook feed, that drink a lot more than me, and I don't know how they can afford it. Not There's one or two that drink a frightening amount more than me, and it's like, how do you do it? How can you afford to do it? It's great that you're supporting the pubs. I get that, but must be in a good job on good money to do it. I unfortunately can't afford it, couldn't do it. Obviously, you look behind me and you think, well, he's got a lot of beers. Yeah, but when a can costs £2, you go to a pub, you're looking at £4 a pint, and then you're never going to drink just one, are you? So you could soon drink a hell of a lot, and you could soon spend a hell of a lot, especially in craft beer places where you could pay anything up to £7 or £8 for 2/3. You know, it does even more at certain places. So it just goes to show you. So as you can see, hazy, you can just about see it, anyway, I'm freezing. Hazy straw colour pour. Like I say, a sweet nose, it's what I get anyway. And like a perfumey apple taste, and it's a lovely, lovely cider. So there are you, 7.8%. Get in, nice strength. Obviously, it's a still cider and very nice with it. for me, a good 4.45 out of 5. And damn enjoyable. Right, got to go up the house. I'm freezing a bit, so cheers everyone.